Well, hey YouTube, PD Two Finger here, and today I wanted to talk about, well, it's a recommendation video. So this is an old friend of mine. I grew up around a lot of different churches in the Chicagoland, Chicago suburb area, and a family that my mom was good friends with this woman, this family. I remember being there as a child when they moved, helping them move. I remember a piano being hoisted, some ropes, maybe it was Chicago or Cicero or River Forest, some area. I was really young. I remember palling around with this guy's older brother named Ray. Sean is his younger brother, both ended up being guitar playing musicians. And I touched base with Sean a few times over the years. I would run into him at church. He's got a look. Sean looks like an outlaw. He looks like a biker. Outlaw. He's got a style. And later on, I played on a worship team. I had the pleasure of making music with Sean for a little while at a community church in Willow Springs. I played some bass. Sean played some. He had a Guild 6-string acoustic guitar that he played there. And we spent some time together. We're a lot alike in a lot of ways, and we're different in a lot of ways. Sean is more geared towards blues, folk, country, acoustic, where I always I inherited that big muff pedal, that distortion fuzz box when I was 15 or 16, and I never shut it off until I was 50. So we come from different paths, but we have a lot alike. Sean, speaking with him today, brought back some stuff I had completely forgotten about, and I was moved. I didn't remember certain things. Apparently, I repaired his BC Rich Mockingbird. I have no memory of this event. Put a 1/4-inch jack in it, and some other lovely old memories. Heartwarming stuff that I had forgotten about. So it's really great catching up with an old friend, comparing war stories about what life has handed us. Life hasn't been easy for this guy. He's not exactly the king of Sweden, but he's also very happy in who he is, and he's found a bit of a ministry and a bit of a calling which relates to making music and making guitars. So I wanted to tell you guys, check him out. cigarboxskinny.org. This is a place for handmade cigar box guitar kits. You can have him come to your church, community, organization, and perform a building session with children and adults, bless you with a concert on his way out, or you can purchase handmade instruments from Cigar Box Skinny. So this is my old pal, a guy I grew up around his family. We didn't spend a lot of time together. We kind of, different points in our lives have intersected. And the other day, actually yesterday, I just remembered I saw an ad on YouTube for a music seminar relating to worship. It was a worship leader course. And I immediately thought of Sean, because he carries himself as a worship leader. This is the type of calling. This is who he is. So I called him. My wife found him on Facebook. Here he is, and he's got a cigar box guitar. He's still got the Guild acoustic 6-string. It was no shock to me that Sean is still making music. And that's the highest compliment I can pay someone. My old pals that I work with in bands, often I can tell you, no, that guy's not making music anymore. That guy, yeah, he probably is. This guy, maybe not, depending on if he's in the middle of a divorce or he's got a new old lady, then no, he's not. Sean, without a doubt, he is making music, and that's a compliment. So check him out, cigarboxskinny.org. My work here is done. I'll probably be getting together with him at some point. Maybe you'll see him pop up on this channel. But in the meantime, check him out. And if that sounds like something, you could refer this information to your pastor or associate pastor. Have him come out and share the love of music. Again, its ministry is kind of geared towards, it doesn't take $1,000 USA Strat to teach a kid how to worship, the love of music. And that's a gift that can provide a lifetime of sanity and stability, payback in spades. You know? So this is definitely carries quite a bit of weight along with it for minimal investment. It's something, his kits, they're $65 for a kid. The adult price is $85 if you're not affiliated with a church or an organization. You can buy these kits from him, and they are of a higher pedigree than the typical run-of-the-mill kit you would get. He's been through all that. This has been his path, and he's learned quite a bit working with this organization known as Cigar Box Skinny. It's not just him. There's some other people involved. So talking to him today, I was really impressed with his knowledge of the art of all things cigar box guitar, which I have one here. I built mine, and it's quite a process. It really, I got off lucky because I was in the pedal and amp. I went that way with it. So I've got that to show. Got a bunch of pedals laying around here instead of a bunch of cigar box guitars. I've got one. So he's talking about his plans for doing an album with all 100% instruments that he's constructed, which sounds really cool. So I'm looking forward to see some interesting, great things come from Cigar Box Skinny, and maybe that could be part of your story. So I figured I'd pass it along. It's a good cause. The part of the it goes back to veterans and children. The proceeds. The company that he buys his parts from, MGB in Florida. So check it out, Cigar Box Skinny, and I will see you guys soon, hopefully with some new music. Take care. Peace.